Good morning. And today we're going to take a look at a piece of news which is also quite important because it might be different from our impression of Europe or the so-called European Union. Okay, yeah, you know EU, right? EU, or we say the European Union. European Union, or in Chinese we say 欧盟. Okay, why is it different from our impression? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so as you see in these pictures, well, they seem not to be in English, right? Yeah, you are correct. This one is in French, and this one is in German. Okay, and which country in Europe can you think of that use both languages, or maybe more than these two languages? Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's Switzerland. Okay, and here Swiss is a noun or an adjective, and the country is called Switzerland. Switzerland. Okay, and the Swiss is the adjective or the name of the people. Okay, and so here the headline goes: Swiss narrowly back migration curbs. Okay, and it seems that there are some words that you don't know, huh? Okay, so let's see. Narrowly. Narrowly means that there is not a big difference. Okay, maybe the difference is very, very small, and we say narrowly. Back. When you back something, you support it. You support it. Okay, so you back because you stand behind it and try to give it strength, try to give your support, and that is to back something or to back someone. So here to back is to support. Okay. And migration, okay, migration is our key word, migration. And migration means moving in and or moving out of a place, especially a city or a country, and that is migration. It's the moving around, actually. Okay, it's the moving in and the moving out of a certain place or a country. That is migration. Okay, and of course you can be more specific when you are talking about moving in. Then you can say immigration. Okay, and that is moving in a certain place. Okay, and if you are talking about emigration, then it's about moving out. Okay, and anyway, the Swiss people, they support, okay, and that's by a very narrow margin, they support migration curbs. Okay, and the curbs are limits. Okay, which means that they put on limits. They say, well, each year there are only maybe about this and this many people are allowed to come to Switzerland and work. Okay, and you may wonder why. Why do people want to move to Switzerland and work? Yeah, of course, because the salary there is good, the life there is good. Okay, yeah, I was in Switzerland last summer, and it seems that the people there are simply enjoying their life so much. And I had the impression that they didn't have to work. But of course, it's not true. They have to work, but they get great pay. They get a lot of money. And they have great life. They enjoy their life. Okay, yeah, and that's why people want to go to Switzerland and work there. Okay, but at first, the Swiss people, they welcome the foreigners. Okay, and because of, yeah, we mentioned EU. because of being in Europe, of course, Switzerland is not yet a member of the EU, but they try to cooperate. They try to work together with other EU nations, okay? And because being in Europe and Switzerland, they try to kind of go with the other countries. And at first, they didn't set any limits on the number of people who are allowed to move in and work there. Okay, but then there were just too many. Okay, it seems that up to the present moment, there are about 1/4. Okay, they say 1/4. Okay, so 1/4 of the Swiss population, okay, is from other countries, and that's really a lot. It means that your neighbors, okay, one of three, or 1 in 4, or 1 in 3 of your neighbors can be someone from other countries in Europe, or maybe even from Asia, or anywhere, okay? And well, some Swiss people, they are really not very happy about this, okay? And they want their government, and anyway, they want to limit the number of people, okay? And that's why they debated and debated, okay? And finally, they had a referendum. Yeah, they have a referendum. Okay, yeah. And a referendum is a vote by everyone. Okay, yeah, of course, everyone that is qualified to vote, that can vote. Okay, also a referendum is a vote from the citizens to decide something, or in Chinese we say 公投. Okay, and finally, during last weekend, they had a referendum, and the result was close. Okay, because there were something like 50.3% of the voters, okay, yeah, of the people, they support the limits, okay, and because it's something like, yeah, as you can see here, it's the French, okay, yeah, this is French, okay, and the French region, they are strongly against putting limits, okay, yeah, means that they say, yeah, if you have fear, okay, so fear and exclusion. Okay, so here you have fear and exclusion and equal. Okay, and here Swiss. Okay, this is Swiss, and sterile. Actually, this is kind of similar to the English word sterile. It means not productive. Okay, kind of dead, not productive. Okay, yeah. Why do they say if you exclude the foreigners and you have the fear, and you will make the Switzerland unproductive? Because some people, or a lot of people, believe that it's the foreigners. Okay, it's the foreigners that make Switzerland more prosperous. Okay, it's the foreigners that make Switzerland productive. Okay, and that's why if they say if you have too much fear and you try to exclude the foreigners because of fear, you are making the country unproductive. But okay, in the German region, okay, yeah, in the German region, the people are kind of not decided. Some of them are for the limits, and some of them are against the limits. Okay, and this is a poster. This is a billboard that says they have to. Okay, yeah, they have to put on limits, because they say if you don't think enough, okay, if you don't have proper measures, okay, it's going to harm the country, okay, and they say you have to stop, stoppen, it means stop, you have to stop things like this, okay, and they say you have to say yes, yeah, you have to say yes to putting limits on the number of the number of people that can migrate to Sweden. No, Switzerland. Okay, yeah. So this is a kind of issue that is being that has been debated for a long time, and all the other European countries, of course, are paying close attention to this. Okay, and well, okay, and they are wondering that what the Swiss minister, the Swiss head of state is going to explain to the European Union in Brussels. Okay, because if the Swiss want this, they may have to take some consequences. Okay, yeah, consequence. They may have to take take some consequences. Okay, yeah, in Chinese we say 后果, huh? Okay, yeah, because the Swiss people, they export. Okay, they export a lot of their goods to other European countries. Okay, and if they want to put limits on migration, maybe the other European countries will not be very happy, and they will say, well, you are not allowed to sell so many things to our country. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, and of course, something that is also an important issue is about, they say, freedom. Okay, freedom of movement. Okay, and it's also quite important in the EU about freedom of movement. Okay, but of course, Switzerland, they can say, well, we are not a member of the EU, and that's why we can make our own decisions. Okay, but well, things may change, okay, because this time is pretty narrow. Okay, and we don't know what will happen in the near future. Okay, but as far as I think, Switzerland do need a little bit more people. Okay, that's what I think when I was. That's what I thought when I was there, and I still think so. Okay, so that's so much about Switzerland. Okay, and well, I would suggest going there for a trip. Okay, and especially for a trip in the outdoor, because the scenery is just great there, and you can go mountain climbing, you can go hiking or doing biking. That's really wonderful. Okay, so well, see you next time. Bye.